Well, now that we're live, we can talk about how you're going to change your podcast. What's been going wrong with it? Where do you think you went wrong?
It started. No, I don't know.
Mm,
I'll get back to it eventually. There's enough going
I
on.
mean,
I'll be good
let's
for a
think
while.
about it. If you never started podcasting, you never would
Yeah,
have met me.
that is true. I
And
wouldn't
then
have met a
what?
lot of people.
What would your life be? You never, but you
Devoid
also
of
never would have
you.
met Justin.
That's true. But I wouldn't have you in my life. I'd be devoid of it.
You'd still have Cy. I don't know how, but I just know it would happen.
Somehow he would have found his way. Uh, he would have
Yeah.
found his way to me.
He's got skills that pay the bills, not skills from work because he got fired. But that's a whole different story.
We would have found our way.
What's up, Digidudes? What are we talking about? We're talking about Digimon again. So here we are again talking about Digimon. We got some good episodes coming up. We're going to talk about 14, 15, and 16. Cy is running a little late. He's on a phone call. It is costing him 10 cents a minute. So we will have to maybe start a GoFundMe afterwards, help him out for that. But I will keep everyone posted.
It's gonna get pricey. It's gonna get real pricey for him.
It is. We'll put a link in the bio. I don't know what that means. I don't think we have a bio.
Yeah, show description.
Show notes. Show notes.
Yeah.
People say they're like, check out the show notes, like and subscribe. So Mark.
Yeah.
Let's kill some time till Sai gets here. What are you up to? What have you been watching? Do you watch anime?
When I rarely have time, but I did. I watched. This is the first 3 that I watched with Cameron. I was catching up, and I hooked up a laptop to the TV so I could just play it on the TV. And he sat and watched all 3 episodes this time. So,
and he was like, "Dad, why didn't you show me the rest of this?"
Yeah. He is interested now, so I'm trying to go back and watch in the beginning, but he's like, oh, no, I want to see what happens to them now. I'm like, no, we got to go back, and so you can. We'll see how far I get.
He's like, you're like, you don't want to know how they got here, and he's like, no, I don't care.
Like, yeah, I don't. Well, whatever,
It's middle stuff.
Yeah,
that's interesting. So this is the only anime you're watching is Digimon right now.
Yeah. Right now,
Crazy.
yeah, I don't have a whole lot of time to watch too much else right now.
Why? What else are you doing?
I'm trying to catch up on a lot of stuff, just work in general. But
don't worry about that.
I think that's a good way of thinking about it.
Yeah. Fuck it. Whatever.
I mean, you have a fair point.
Yeah. I mean, I've been watching a lot. Been keeping up with Dragon Ball Daima. Did you know? Did you know about that?
I had heard it come. I know it's out. I have not watched any of it.
So what happens is they turn into kids.
Yeah,
it's a completely original concept. We've never seen that before. Yeah, cool story, huh?
They've never done it. I mean, they've never done it before, so
it's always good to try something new.
Yeah, and it's nice to see that they're not like resting on their laurels. That they're trying new things. It's always nice.
It's actually the only subbed anime I'm watching. I'm watching that. Keeping up with Ranma 1/2 2024.
Yeah.
Been digging Insomniacs After School.
Okay.
It's about these 2 high school kids who are insomniacs.
And then is it after school?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they're insomniacs. So what they do is they both try to nap in the school's closed down observatory. But they get caught, and then they have to start an astrology club. It's a classic mix-up.
It's a classic. And it's not too bad, though.
Yeah. It's pretty good. I like it. It's very, very chill. Sai would hate it with a passion.
Yeah. You think?
Yeah. It's definitely a slice of life.
Oh, well, then yeah, probably.
He pretends like he hates slice of life. He doesn't. He actually truly loves it. And then aside from that, I've been reading the Mushoku Tensei books.
Interesting. How are the books compared to?
Imagine the exact same. That's what they are. They
And
have
that's a
not strayed at all.
and that is a good sign, though.
Yeah.
Like, it's nice that they're keeping things consistent between them.
The only thing you're getting in the books that you're not getting in the show is Rudy's thought process on some stuff. But I mean, he talks a lot about it anyway. He never shuts up.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's my entire life.
All right. There's plenty of stuff I want to watch. I just I never have time. It seems like to just sit and watch stuff. But
Yeah.
because Digimon will be easy, I just hook it up, I can watch it. But eventually I'll catch up on a bunch of stuff. I mean, I was finally watching. God, what's the volleyball one called? Haiku. I was finally watching that, but I only made it like I think halfway through season 1, and then I haven't really had time to go back to it yet.
I watched the first couple of episodes of Dan to Dan.
Yep.
Because I've heard a lot of people say it was good. And I liked
it.
it.
I have some friends that are obsessed with it.
It's good. I will catch up on it.
I don't know if it's something I'm going to want to watch.
Sai is required to stay on the phone till 10. That makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
Whatever. I guess we'll talk about Digimon then.
Yeah, maybe it's a job thing. Oh, women.
What?
That was his response.
He doesn't know any women, and we know that for sure. So let's talk about it. Let's get into Digimon. We're going to talk about episode 14, Departure for a New Continent, originally aired June 6th, 1999. Your birthday.
Was it?
Was it?
Which day was it?
June 6th?
No.
Oh, man. How cool would that have been, though?
That would have been pretty accurate. That would have been pretty crazy.
Right. So last time they defeated Devimon, the ultimate evil Digimon, right? So everything's rainbows and lollipops. Patamon's dead. That's not the point. Sometimes people die. Sometimes Digimon die. That's what happens.
Yeah, and we all move on and live happily ever after.
So Patamon's in an egg, and this little old dude hologram pops up, and his name is Genai. And he wants them to come to the server continent and save him, help him out with all his stuff. And the reward is nothing because he has no information aside from saying somewhere in the world are crests and tags and you need them to digivolve.
Yep. And I'm human and not human.
Yeah. What an ass butt. What is this dude doing?
Yeah. Just calls and they're like, oh my God, there's other people. And he's like, yeah, but not really. Anyways, go to this other continent and find these things because your Digimon are weak as F. And
then to spoil it a little bit in the future, it bugs the shit out of me because he has all this information. When they find him, he knows everything already.
Yeah.
Come on,
just
dickhead.
said something and, not try to fuck with them entirely. But I mean, I guess that's the whole point is, that there needs to be some excuse that they journey, somewhere.
An interesting journey it is. So they need a plan. They need a plan to get to the next continent. And Tai says, I have a foolproof plan. First, we'll eat something, then I'm open to suggestions. That is a solid plan.
I mean, it's a good start.
It really is. He doesn't I don't give Tai a lot of credit because he's a moron and he is a lot of trouble most of the time. But that was a very solid plan because you're going to think better when you're not hungry.
Yeah.
100%.
And Digimon can only fight when when they've got food, as
So
we
the
were
plan they
told.
come up with is they're gonna build a raft, right?
Yeah,
They're gonna sail the seven seas in a raft. They should have said boat, and that would have worked out better.
but would have been
So
good.
then all the old Digimon that they saved from the Black Gear show up to help them out. You got
Yeah,
Leomon, uh, Frigimon, Mojiamon, all of them. You know,
yeah,
they come. Me and Miramon burns down a forest, and they chop down about 40 trees, and they build this tiny, crappy little raft.
yeah.
I don't get why so many trees were chopped down to make that happen.
You know, it's the digital world. They don't care.
That's true.
They don't need to worry about deforestation just yet.
Well, I think we feel that way in the real world. We probably need to look into that. Not you and me, because
No, yeah, it's not our problem.
we're pretty lazy. We'll be dead before it catches up with us.
Yeah, it's other people's problems.
So they get on the raft, and what happens? The Digi egg hatches.
Yeah.
The Digi egg hatches, and we meet Poyamon. Poyamon is the baby Digimon version of Patamon or Tokamon. And here's what's interesting. He's a baby Digimon, and he has no type. He's not a data or virus or vaccine. He can be considered a free type, but he has no type. How do you feel about that?
It's weird considering he's only going to digivolve into one thing.
Yeah.
It's weird not to type when you know exactly what he's going to digivolve to.
So this be a good time. We've talked about the typing before, and we'll talk about exactly what that is. Most Digimon species are classified into 5 attributes: data, virus, vaccine, free, or variable. Most Digimon fall into the first 3, with free being rarer and variable mostly exclusive to hybrid Digimon. Some Digimon either have their attributes unidentified or lack them entirely. So I know what you're thinking. That doesn't explain shit, right?
It's a explanation.
It's a explanation. Well, it doesn't matter for the series we're watching. If we decide to get into Digimon the card game, we'll read into it more. But until that happens, we'll just leave it at that and let everyone know, data, virus, vaccine.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're all good.
So the Digimon, Digimon and their partners, they're on their little raft, and they're sailing to the continent of Server. But they get attacked by a whale.
Classic.
And the whale eats them.
Yeah.
You probably hated that because that's a story from the Bible.
It is, but it's because he had a black ear, so it's not his fault.
So you think the whale in the Bible was a Digimon?
Yeah. Probably. It makes more sense than anything else.
Whoa. So you think Digimon predates Pokemon by a couple of thousand years?
I mean, it makes sense when you think about it.
Wow. You're blowing my mind, Mark.
Yeah.
Do you think birds are real?
No, those are government drones.
I thought so too, because this one time there was a government shutdown and I didn't see any birds for 2 months.
Yeah. See? No one ever thinks about it.
Yeah. So Waymon is this Digimon that looks like a big ass whale, right?
Yeah.
And he eats them. He's got a black gear. Waymon is an ultimate level Digimon who is the vaccine type. Now, here's the thing about Waymon. They kill the black gear in him, and he decides that he's going to give them a ride to Server Island, but it's going to take 5 days. What do you think they ate for those 5 days?
I'm going to assume that the whale ate other Digimon. And that's just kind of what they did.
Yeah, but what do you think the Digidestined ate?
Oh, other Digimon.
You think they ate Digimon?
Yeah, that the whale had eaten. He eats fish Digimon, and they're just eating those guys.
So like all those fish that Gomamon call, they just ate those?
Yeah.
That's kind of rude.
I think that makes sense, though, Like, what else are you going to eat?
Yeah. I mean,
It's not
Aquaman
like,
does it.
yeah, it's not like any of them ever packed food in any way.
Well, I don't want to call you out and tell you you're super wrong because of what happens in 2 episodes, but we'll get into that in a minute.
Yeah. But if since we're reviewing it as like just the episode itself, then they ate Digimon.
I think you're right. So Waymon tells them Devimon hid something under the ocean. He doesn't know what it is, but we assume it's the crests or tags, right?
Yeah.
So where did Devimon get the crests? Who do you think had those?
It's an interesting one. I don't know.
Do you think that he found the crests and then he learned the legend, or do you think he knew the legend and that's why he looked for the crests, for the tags? I'm sorry.
I'm gonna assume he just kind of knew.
Everyone seems to know who the Digidestined are.
Yeah.
Everyone important anyway. So Waymon
It's
takes
just
them.
not just except for the Digidestined, they have no freaking clue.
Waymon takes them to this underground cave, but they get attacked by Drillmojimon.
Yeah.
Champion virus Digimon. He's got a black gear, but it's only half in. Did you notice some of these black gears are really, really dug in there, but some of them are just kind of sticking out their ass?
Some are very easy for them to shoot.
Yeah. Dromojimon is an interesting Digimon because he can digivolve into Digmon, which means nothing right now. But next year, we're going to be like, whoa.
We're getting there, though.
And there's also a convenience store underground. And do you know what's in that convenience store?
Food.
The tags.
Yeah. And more tags.
So they get their tags. Tags. And then Waymon takes them to Server Island. And then it's off to the next adventure.
Yeah.
And this is going to make Sai sad because he's not here. But the next adventure really, really gets him going. Because episode 15 is called The Dark Network of Etamon. It aired June 13th, 1999. This is Sai's favorite episode.
It is an interesting one.
Did you know that's Sai's favorite episode?
I didn't.
Sai is as you would put it, a mark for Etamon.
That would make sense, yeah.
Yeah, dude goes crazy for Etamon. And you know what? He's not wrong. Etamon really goes out of his way to be wonderful.
Yeah.
Should have pulled this up.
It's how do you say it? It's like an Elvis.
Yes.
Kind of thing.
He's like an Elvis impersonator. He's voiced by Richard Epcar. And I know that eventually Richard Epcar will listen to this. And he's going to be very happy. There's Sai.
We found him.
Very upset.
Sai. You know what? Just move on. We're talking about episode 15.
Okay.
You can get happy now. Episode 15, The Dark Network of Etamon.
Yeah. I actually couldn't even hear him.
Why?
I was doing it in sub and with the volume off.
That's very sad for you.
It was very sad.
Man. Well, we'll talk about it a little bit here. So, this is your favorite episode of Digimon.
15.
Okay.
Which one is 15? 15.
They meet this village full of Pagumon.
Oh yeah.
Is supposed to be
I actually do like this episode.
Pagumon is an in-training virus.
They definitely said welcome to the Pagumon village.
Yeah, but everyone knows that that's supposed to be a Koromon village.
Nope, I broke Josh.
I did nothing to you, Sai. I made you look like a fool with your conversation about paying a dime a minute for things, and that's about it. What's interesting about Pagumon is they have 3 Digivolutions, Sai, that you will like. One is Black Agumon. The second is Demi Devimon. And the third is Lopmon.
Mm-hmm.
You remember Lopmon?
I thought they evolved into Gazimon.
I don't know.
No. Gazimon is also here, and the rookie virus Digimon. So the Gazimon work for Etamon. Etamon is an ultimate virus Digimon, and his plan is to use his siren song of Elvis impersonation to lure the Digidestined to him. Now, not Sai. Let's say you heard a monkey teddy bear man singing an Elvis song to you. Would that be something you'd want to check out?
I mean, I would.
You're in the middle of the desert.
Yeah.
A dude singing Elvis. You can just go. You're like, I got to see this.
Clearly, he has water. If he's singing.
Well, that's a good point. You have a moist throat to be singing.
Yeah.
Well, Etamon attacks them with his dark network. His dark network. Don't quite get it. Sai, explain to me the dark network.
It is a bunch of cables.
And why is he able to attack with them in this episode?
No idea.
Okay. Mark?
And destroy a village.
Explain the dark network to me, Mark.
The best I can come up with is that he like controls like maybe like earthquake way lines or something, and he just destroys it. Or he's laying cable underground.
They're cables. They go up in the sky.
Yeah. Or he just literally spent decades putting cables all underground everywhere, so he could just blow stuff up when he wanted.
Time moves different in the digital world.
Yeah, it does.
It sure does. So he traps them in a cave. You know, they're hiding in a cave, right? But do you know what the back wall of this cave is, Sai?
An entrance to mountains far, far away.
Yeah, but what is the wall made out of?
Oh, rock and crest.
What? Tell me about the crest.
Crest of courage.
It's the crest of courage. Did you know I have a tattoo of the crest of courage?
Really?
Did I ever tell you about that?
No.
I showed you several times. I sent you pictures.
Oh yeah.
So that's how they escape. Ty is the first to get his crest. They move on and they just walk away, and they hope the Koromon are okay, I guess.
Well, no, the Koromon just left, I guess, too.
Where did the Koromon go? What are they supposed to do?
Through the hole. They got to build a new village.
Is that something that's good? I mean, it seems like building.
I mean, it's better than being dead.
I guess, but when you ain't got no arms, how are you supposed to build a house?
I don't know. They built a big house in their village.
Maybe Agumon built that for them.
It's possible.
Well, no, when we saw him, he was a Koromon.
Yeah, but that's true. Maybe it was Agumon. Maybe it was the Agumon that digivolves in the Greymon in the next episode.
Maybe.
The next episode, of course, this is Sai's second favorite episode, The Arrival of Skull Greymon.
This episode is a lot worse than I remember.
It aired June 20th, 1999. June 20th is your birthday, Sai.
It's not.
It's not Mark's either.
It is not.
Do you guys even fucking have birthdays?
Not really.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. This episode, they're like, we don't care about the character we've built up for Ty in the last 15 episodes. He's going to just be an asshole now.
Yeah.
I mean, he's kind of always been an asshole, apparently.
He has, but this just goes full tilt, not caring about anything but one. I mean, it's too far gone. It's out of character for him.
I mean, all I know is Matt would never do that.
Tai tells Agumon that if he can't Digivolve, he's going to get a new Digimon.
Yeah.
Rude.
Yeah, he says if you don't figure this out, I'm getting a new Digimon.
He doesn't say that in the Japanese version.
What's he say?
I don't know, but I don't know he didn't say that.
Man,
it's really
did they have the flashback to him and Sora playing soccer when he accidentally passed the ball, and Sora thought he was a cool dude?
Yeah, he was he totally lied about it. He's like, I'm gonna shoot, and then she was like, I thought you were gonna shoot. He was like, Nah, I wouldn't do that.
We're a team.
Like, you were totally gonna do that.
Yeah, there was a lot of thought into doing it.
So they find this arena with soccer nets and this big TV screen, and there's a soccer ball, right? So they decide they're going to chill and play some soccer. Now, Joe, his tag is reacting because his crest is around there somewhere, right? So Joe says, "Why don't you just play some soccer, and I'll look around for it." But Tai kicks the soccer ball out of the arena. That's ridiculous. Tai
and he hit the Gazimon.
Listen, he did hit the Gazimon. Tai is like the Mark Evans of this show. He loves soccer.
He does, but clearly not when he could be Bully and Agumon.
Good point. I forgot. You gotta take all the chances you can to bully someone.
Yeah, I mean,
well, how many
I kind of
chances
think this is why I don't like Tai. It was out of character, yes, but it's also in character because they showed us him that.
Anyone listening, just remember that if you don't bully people enough, they become the CEO of United Healthcare, and look what happened to him. Anyway, the net traps the ball, right? So they all get trapped in the net, and this was Edamon's plan. Edamon
Which is crazy because soccer nets only have 4 sides.
Well, this is not just a soccer net. It falls down. It's a special net. Soccer nets usually aren't electric.
Yeah. Not typically. Sometimes,
In Blue Lock they are, I think.
Yeah, I haven't watched season 2 yet. All I've heard is really bad things.
I mean, it's better than Digimon. Animation wise.
Well, most things are.
Well, at this point in time, yeah.
So we get this pretty awesome fight where Greymon fights another Greymon. I like it. I like this fight, and I would have liked to seen more shadow battles.
Yeah,
I would have liked for more shadow Digimon.
More what?
Dark evolutions.
We get
because it's purely pointless
total. Well, I guess we get 3 total throughout all of Digimon.
Yeah, but it's really pointless.
What, this one?
Yeah,
that's not pointless. We get to see it again next season.
Yeah, but no. But what I'm saying is, we didn't even see him Digivolve correctly first.
Well, I'm fine with that.
No one knew. Everyone was like, "Oh, he Digivolved wrong." How did you know he Digivolved wrong?
Yeah,
well, the Digimon tend to know things.
Do they?
Yeah.
Because every time they see a Digimon, they're like, "Oh, that's a nice Digimon."
No, they know who everyone is. They even make a graphic appear on the screen for us.
Except for Kuwagamon, they're like, "Oh, that's a nice Digimon," and they didn't have to fight it.
Oh, well, that's the Black Gear thing, so you can't blame them for
that. They surely didn't know that wasn't a Pagumon village.
Well, maybe they thought they were in the wrong place. Maybe they were just being nice.
Just saying, they should have made more of made it last longer, made it have an effect. Like it's just so it's a one-off.
The problem is everything is like a one-off. Remember that one time Corey got depressed and fell into a different dimension, and then they never mentioned it again?
No, I don't remember. Yeah,
That's because
but that comes back up in the second one.
No, it only happens in the second one.
Oh yeah, okay. It comes back up somewhere.
Now, Mark.
Yeah.
Mark H.
Yeah.
Did you notice that the one Greymon gave the other Greymon a running bulldog like Bret Hart?
Yeah. It was a good bulldog too. Like good move.
It was
good
as good as
placement
Bret
on
Hart ever did, but Bret Hart wasn't that good. He was overrated.
Not, I mean, it's just bulldogs. Yeah.
But no, I mean just in general. What do you think of that?
It was awesome. It was good seeing.
What do you think of me saying Bret Hart is the most overrated wrestler ever?
Oh, I'm not a huge Bret Hart fan. So,
have you ever seen a match that he was in?
I like clips of stuff.
That's all you need. Every match he ever had was exactly the same.
Yeah, mainly that's it. Yeah, just a lot of clips, just some stuff back in the day. But, yeah, I didn't get. Did they explain the collar? Was that just the thing? Was that him controlling it? Is that what that was?
Like they had him in a collar.
I didn't know if that was supposed to be like a strength enhancement thing because, like,
he's just into BDSM.
I mean, yeah, but why was the one Greymon just absolutely wrecking Ty's Greymon? Like,
because Ty overfed Agumon.
He overfed him.
Oh, right, that's right.
Because remember, he packed too much food. He had food packed. Like you said he never did. Where do you think that bread came from?
I don't know. It's a mystery.
Yeah, where did that food come from?
We don't get to know that.
Because they definitely got submerged.
Yeah, they lost all their food in the Waymon battle. So they decide they're going to dig out of their trap.
Which, by the way, how did they think they'd get to a different continent on a raft?
Yeah, that's what I said. And also, why did they have to tear down 60 trees to build that raft? It was a shitty raft.
Was it? Where did they get the cloth from?
Leomon's pants.
Oh no, probably they got it from the train car.
All possible.
Well, yeah.
They decide to dig out of this trap and they find
Leomon's pretty useless. He builds a shitty raft for those kids.
Well, Sai, you probably thought Matt was going to be the second person to find his crest, didn't you? Didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah, that's not how it is. So that takes Matt way down in the pecking order. So now we've got Ty and Joe, and no one else matters.
Yeah.
I want you to remember.
And Joe, I feel like Joe doesn't Digivolve second, though.
He does not. But that's not the point. At the moment is we're going to talk about Ty putting himself in danger. I know it sounds dumb, right? But I don't think it was as dumb as they made it sound. Like, did you think
pretty dumb?
Bad plan?
That was pretty bad plan.
It did save Greymon. Like, Greymon would have been blasted in the face by the other Greymon if Ty hadn't run out on the field.
Also, there were 6 other Digimon.
Yeah, there were.
They could have jumped them. They were all the same level.
They don't do that. Digimon fight with
that's their fault.
Aside from that one time, all of them fought Devimon. And all the other times they ganged up on people. But yeah, then we see Skull Greymon. And I know I agree with you, they didn't do enough with him, but I think it was I think Skull Greymon was badass, and I think it was a badass Digivolution sequence, the way they just darkened it.
Yeah. I guess that's how they knew. Greymon turned all gray.
Is an ultimate virus Digimon who can also digivolve into Black War Greymon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all love Black War Greymon.
Except for Black War Greymon.
He doesn't love himself. That's sad. But there's nothing we can do about that.
I mean, you could be his friend.
He's dead. Can't be friends with the dead.
Well, I mean, you
Yeah.
can, but it's weird and frowned
Not
upon.
gonna.
Yeah.
Is it frowned upon?
To be friends with dead people?
Yeah.
I mean,
Personally, as soon as someone I know dies, they're not my friend anymore.
fair.
You guys remember that. Keep that in mind if you ever think about dying.
Yeah, we will immediately cease to matter.
You'd be laying there bleeding to death and be like, I can't. I gotta stay friends with Josh.
That's true.
Skull Greymon. He whoops Greymon's ass. And then he goes nuts and starts shooting missiles out of his back at everyone.
Was he shooting at them at them? Kind of seemed like he wasn't.
He was just shooting them. I thought he was shooting at everyone. Everyone and everything.
Also, since when did the fish fly?
They're flying fish. Those are different fish.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. What? Okay. I'm not going to question the fish anymore.
Yeah.
But Gobamon is the only one that does any help this episode.
Yeah, he does his best. That's why he's such a good digital partner to Joe.
Yeah. Me and Bergermon got smacked.
Patamon needs to be working on getting the Digivolution again.
Yeah,
that seemed to really help out last time.
He turns Pokemon really fast.
Yeah. Well, he's from a baby to an in training. Plus he's got a digital partner. So that helps out a lot. They share energy.
Yeah, but it took no, it didn't.
You gotta remember they all digivolved to Rookie, like the second they met their friends.
Yeah, I just forgot. Yeah. But what was the point of him turning into an egg for a half of an episode?
It was for the episode before when you got to see him die.
Yeah, I know, but and then he was pretty much back. So why kill him at all?
For the effect of watching him die. I just said that.
Also, shouldn't they have known that Digimon would not be dead forever?
Yeah, they know.
Didn't he say something? Doesn't he
literally told them that? He said, "I'll be back."
Yeah, shouldn't you hunt him down?
No.
While he's a rookie?
He's too big villain for that, you know?
You got to remember Frontier. Remember the end of Frontier when they defeat those final three and then they get reborn and they're friends again.
Yeah. The classic way of doing it.
Yeah. So, what do you think, Sai? Did you have any favorite moments, least favorite moments?
When they kicked the Pokemon out the village was my least favorite moment.
You think they should have let the Pokemon keep the village?
I mean, they could have lived there. Now
the village is gone, dude.
Oh, well, now it's gone, yeah. But they didn't know it was going to be gone.
You're living in the past. What about you, Mark? What'd you like? What'd you dislike?
I liked Edamon. It's a fun little thing to have on there, but you definitely start seeing some weird, like inconsistencies. It's just like there's a human, but he's not a human, but he's kind of a human, but not really. So there's like
Jedi?
Yeah.
He's not a human.
Jedi's just a butthole.
His answer.
Notice he says he's this and not that every time he talks.
No, yeah, it's I'm a human, but like not really, and like I'm kind of
I'm here and I'm not here. Okay, Jenna, shut up.
Yeah, like all right, man. I'm here to help you, but also not help you.
I'm the friend of everyone and not a friend. Yeah. So, okay.
I could betray you or I could help you.
He won't betray them. He'll just lick their face.
That wasn't him. Anyway. Yeah. So a fun time had by all. Next week, we'll be checking out the next couple of episodes, which are going to be 17, 18, and 19. I bet we're going to see a lot more crests and a lot more fun.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
Sai, before we wrap it up, what else have you been watching? Have you watched any other anime?
Shangri-La Frontier.
Shangri-La Frontier. I have not started the new season yet. I'm
I
gonna
have
wait.
not yet either.
I want to hit it all at once.
Yeah.
Is it
gotta
good?
Pretty good.
First one?
Is it good?
I only watched 3 episodes. It's pretty good.
Is it a
Okay.
blast? Because
It's the same. It's the
Loved
same.
it, man. So fun. Are you watching Dan to Dan?
Yeah, I'm watching Dan to Dan.
Does it feel a lot like Fooly Cooley to you?
A little.
It does to me. I watched.
Now that you mention it. Now that you mention it, it does kind of feel like Fooly Cooley. But did you notice that
plot or anything, but it's got that same kind of
feeling. That golden ball got bigger, right? I'm hoping his isn't normally that size. That she was like bombing it like that. She's like, I got a golden ball. Oh, I got a 2-handed. Oh, you haven't gotten that far?
No, I've only seen the first 2 episodes so far.
Oh shit. Oh man.
Well, I'm excited to see a golden ball. Mark, if you're wondering what the plot to Dan is, a witch steals a guy's penis while aliens abduct another girl who turns out to be a psychic.
It's not a witch. It's a yokai.
They call her the old witch.
Do they?
Yeah.
Huh.
And then there's a sexy.
She is a yokai.
Well, yeah, there's always.
Anyway,
we'll go ahead and that grandma is super sexy, except for her hair.
Everyone can go to bed. Sai, say that one more time.
That grandma super sexy, except for her hair. Right.
I wish I wasn't talking. That would have been a good sound.
Down.